time. We ain't playing at all. He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The Jews were lost. Due to laws, Jerusalem's ours. I got a truer cause. I can't quit it, I'm too involved. His hands up, cops still drew his arm. Don't do it, Sarge. Let off 50 shots, say you was scared, they won't give you a charge. Let NASA tell it, those ain't chariots, they shooting stars. NASA in Hebrew means deceiver. We don't believe you. I don't believe you walked on the moon or you flew to Mars. The firmament is permanent, it don't move at all. I can prove it all. Scriptures loaded, I shoot them off. No way you can dodge. Just ignore me, you cool as frost. When you stand before that white throne, you'll see who's in charge. Repent. You on the highway to hell and that Uber cost. I write these little raps and post them, but I got newer songs. I ain't drop them, but I promise they my truest bars. 7 trumpets gon' be a coup de grace. I'm a Bruce, so if I do it, I'ma do it large. Wherewithal shall a man cleanse his way? By doing what the scriptures say. Incline your ear to the laws and never disobey. Last time we did that, we got shipped away. Christ is coming any day and he ain't finna play. The sinners of his people gon' die by the sword. That's in Amos 9, Hebrew state of mind. Eyes on the sinful kingdom, they twisting up Paul's epistles. Cross me, I'ma forgive you. Pray you repent for the Father get you. In the day of wrath, you think money gon' solve your issue? It's gon' burn with fervent heat, Aki, that's toilet tissue. That same fire gon' purify us. You worth more than silver, they put iron yokes on our necks and said we were only niggas. They told us that we were only thugs. I beg to differ, you got royal blood, biblical Jews. They won't tell us, but they know it's us. They try to drug us up, but we sobered up, ain't no controlling us. Sober minds, they had us blindfold. Eyes closed, now we got open eyes. I just want my folk to rise. I pray that the fam listen. Wake up the lost sheep, that's my ambition. Read Luke chapter 21 and pay attention. Knowing if they fall for anything, then I can't stand with them. If you listen, seek repentance. Being famous ain't my intention. Yeah. Kahalai. Shabalakam Wabana. Matawa. Yeah. In times. Wherewithal shall a man cleanse his way? By doing what the scriptures say. Why?
It's a beautiful thing, man, to be able to see what he does, and it's a humbling experience to see what we go through in order to do it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so.
Hey, listen, man, I've been in a bus, I've been in a car, but man, a white van be rolling.
White van get us there. So.
You will stop playing?
I'm so focused. I'm so focused. Got me feeling like Joseph. Boy, I got a dream when I'm slave to a king, baby, all over me, yeah. I'm so focused. Got me feeling like Joseph. Boy, I got a dream when I'm slave to a king, baby, all over me, yeah.
You see this coat of mini cup, ay. You see me eating with my brothers, ay. Had to learn from each other, ay. Came from the struggle, long way from the gutter,
yeah. I've been doing more with less. Flip it then reinvest. Purposely peeping you, trying to see if you got what you really said. I was not meaning to flex. Got on that righteous vest. You cannot hype a vet. I got to dry like a vet. Laser focus, man. I bet that haters know this white van. James 5 Airmen, we all rolling. From the gutter to the palace, I got blessings you can't fathom. Ain't no lacking, man. I'm starring in his wheel like a ladder. Mission.
I'm so focused. Got me feeling like Joseph. I got a dream with some slave to a king, baby, all over me, yeah. I'm so focused. Got me feeling
this coat of mini cup. Ay, you see me eating with my brothers. Ay, had to learn from each other. Came from the struggle, long way from the gutter.
I feel like Joseph mixed with Martin Luther King. Boy, I got a dream and I'm living it with my team. I got he reigns supreme and his favor all over me. Was once a fiend until the Lord intervened. I mean, I came at the struggle, had to tussle with the enemy. Now I grind so hard you probably think that there was 10 of me. Not from Tennessee, but still a titan on the mic. Got these haters biting like Mike Tyson in a fight. I'm like them bison when I write. That means the Lord made me a boss. Went from slave to a king, cause my king seen a cross. No Bob Ross, but I can paint the picture vividly. There's a famine coming, you should come and visit me. I'm so focused, feeling like Joseph. Boy, I got a dream with a slave to a king. Favor all over me, I'm so focused, got me feeling like I'm Joseph. Boy, I got a dream with a slave to a king. Favor all over me,
You see this coat of mini cup. Ay, you see me eating with my brothers. Ay, had to learn from each other. Came from the struggle, long way from the gutter. Yeah.
I'm so focused. Feeling like I'm Joseph.
Scriptures say, follow the narrow road. I didn't think it would be this lonely. I lost a lot of family, friends, people in the truth. Started just disappearing from around. This narrow road is serious. I'ma keep going. Yeah.
I came from a huge family from when I was young. Family reunions and everything, it was a lot of us. Then I found the truth and took on a whole new family. And just like that, they all faded away. Found myself lonely. I lost a lot of family and friends along the journey. Cause they all chose the world and not eternity. I met a lot of people in this truth on this journey. And now they're gone. They disappeared from around me, you know what I mean? Said the road is getting narrow. It's so narrow, so narrow. There's no one really going this way. There's no one going this way. Said the road is getting narrow. It's so narrow. There's only a few really going this way. It's only a few really going this way. Now the scriptures say your real family are the ones in this truth and doing the Father's will. I really get that, I get that. But it's so hard to get everybody on the same page.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom, beautiful Queen Anointed. Oh, Shalom, my beautiful sister. Hey, it was good to see you in the building earlier, sis. All praise to the Most High Yah. Let's go, sis.
I met a lot of people in this truth on this journey. And now they're gone. They disappeared from around me. The road is getting narrow. It's so narrow, so narrow. There's no one really going this way. There's no one going this way. Said the road is getting narrow. It's so narrow. There's only a few really going this way. It's only a few really going this way.
It's crazy, you know what I mean? I thought we supposed to been gathering together.
As you can see the title, Beautiful Queen Anointed. This is doing a recap of the live that we had for our lessons earlier this morning, sis. Let's go, Queen.
Me. You know what I'm saying? I love my people, but I don't understand why we just can't come together. You know, you got people on different doctrines. You know, want to do different things. You know, but the road is narrow. Shia said that. So I take him for his word. See what he's talking about now. This road is narrow.
This road is narrow. fell off. Couldn't endure. All circumstances happen sometimes. Oh yeah. Couldn't do this thing, you know what I mean? Oh. And people didn't move down south. It's getting slim, you know what I'm saying? All this road ain't got narrow.
All praises, families, all praises. Families, I want to say Shabbat Shalom to all 12 tribes of Israel scattered abroad on all four corners of this planet, families, as well as Yasharallah. Let's go, Israel. Let's go, families. Families, today has been absolutely amazing, families. We're all all Yasharallah just bringing out edifying lessons to their families. We had IOG News. They did a Sabbat service today, families, which lasted about 3 hours long, which was absolutely powerful. Then we had Brother Moray Jive families. Him and Rebirth Nation families did an amazing session today, families, over there, families. Beautiful Queen Anointing was in the building. I saw Beautiful Queen He Knows was in the building. It was powerful, families. That right there, I think theirs was over 3.5 hours right there, families. Then we head into All True, families. I saw Beautiful Queen No Shade. She was over there with Big Sis. You hear me? So yes, sis. It was powerful, Queen. It was absolutely powerful, sis. And Beautiful Queen No Shade. She was at we have another beautiful sister, daughter of Zion. Her channel is called Into All Truth. And families, she did a wonderful. She was a little tired today, but she has been putting some work in. So whenever the Most High, whenever Yah give her the strength to come to us again, families, then she gonna display what she didn't finish off today. So I'm gonna be looking forward for that from Big Sis. With that being said, families, we also got Truth Unveiled, families. He did I think a 18, maybe 20-minute video. We're going to display that tomorrow because, families, as always, families, we have to get our spiritual food. My brothers and sisters have to get our spiritual food. Most of the places that we go to, families, be showing us the mysteries. Now, families, over there at Rebirth Nation, families, they was trying to let Yasharallah know. All people's not going to understand this. So they were trying to let Yasharallah know that the Most High Yah will fight for you. But families, the only way for him to fight for you is that you have to have faith and believe that Yahuah is a man of war. He's a man of war, my brothers and sisters. Let's go to Exodus chapter 15 and verse 3. Yes, Israel is waking up. We are unifying. But until then, sis, the Most High, he's separating the wheat and the tares. He's truly separating the wheat and the tares. That means you can't have itching ears. You can't really go bounce around that's like us. We understand the mysteries, but then you go listen to somebody that's a Christian, and they really not. We don't know what they doing. I can't. The one thing I try not to do, families, is blaspheme the Holy Spirit. I do not blaspheme the Ruach, because you don't know how the Most High is using certain individuals. You don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I do not do. But one thing I do know, families, is that there is a lot of people that is not lining up with scriptures. Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. We're going to read 1 through 3. Then sang Moses and the children of Yasharallah this song unto the Most High, and spake, saying, I will sing unto Yahuah, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. Then the Most High is my strength and song, and he is become my salvation. He is Yahuah, and I will prepare him an habitation, my father's Elohim, and I will exalt him. Yahuah is a man of war, and Yahuah is his name. All right, families. Now we need to go for that precept to that, families. You need to go to Isaiah chapter 42 and 13. Let the scriptures interpret itself, families. Let the scriptures interpret itself. That's one thing I have been learning from my teachers. So, families, I need to, whenever I read certain scriptures, families, I don't need to be putting my little twist on it or nothing like that. Really kind of give you the interpretation of the scriptures. But really, families, the scripture's going to interpret itself. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 42 and 13. And we will read 11 to 13. Let the wilderness and the cities thereof lift up their voices, the villages that Kedar doeth inhabit. Let the inhabitants of the rock sing. Let them shout from the top of the mountains. Families, we already talked about who will be at the top of the mountain. Only the most holy will be at the top of the mountain when we try to go into the inner courts. Once you enter the gates, families, then you have to change your garments, families. Once you enter into the inner courts and put it on your priestly garments, families, to enter the sanctuary. Once you enter the sanctuary of the Most High Yah's throne, families, then you have power, purpose, and a reason, families, to eat at his table. You don't sit amongst the table of devils, families. You don't do that. So, families, in order for you to know that, the scriptures will tell you. Let's go. Verse 11 again. Let the wilderness and the cities thereof lift up their voice, the villages that Kedar doeth inhabit. Let the inhabitants of the rock sing. Let them shout from the top of the mountains. Let them give glory unto Yahuah and declare his praise in the islands. Yahuah shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. Families, that precept to that would be Jeremiah chapter 10 and 16. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 16. First, I will read verses 1 first, just because the Most High is telling us to hear. He's telling us to hearken, like I've been saying before, families. And only Israelites is telling you this. Most people is not telling you that. They might sit there and say, hearken unto the voice of the Most High. But families, most of them people that be saying that, they don't even be hearkening to the voice of the Most High. Especially Christians. They don't even keep the law, statutes, and commandments of y'all, families. So how they have the audacity to tell you to sit here and hearken unto the voice of Yah? Families, only those that obeying the law, statutes, and commandments of Yah will hear him, and he will show you things. Hear ye the word which Yahuah speaketh unto you, O house of Yasharallah. Let's jump down to 16. 14 to 16. Every man is Brutus in his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image, for his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. They are vanity, and they works of errors. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish. Families, ain't gonna be too many people gonna sit there and tell you about when the Most High Yah come and see you. Because when that families, y'all gonna be, man, families, they're gonna be people. They're gonna have their own little assemblies, and they're gonna be deep. They're going to be deep. And sometimes the Most High going to see them, families, and he's going to cause a division. Because, families, there are going to be those, especially whoever the host is and is teaching this group of people, If he find, man, families, the Most High already know that you leading his sheep astray. He will come and holler at you. He's just gonna see. He's just gonna see how long you're gonna do it. How long? How long are you gonna continue to lead his sheep astray? How long are you gonna do it? And all those that they've been using the power of the scriptures, families, and families, they've been abusing it. The Most High will come and holler at you, man. They are vanity and the works of errors. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Yasharallah is the rod of his inheritance. Yahuah of hosts is his name. Now, families, a lot of people have been trying to tell you about the wilderness. People have been trying to tell you about the new songs. People have been trying to tell you about to strap up and to boot up. Families, pretty soon, they will push us out. They're going to do that, families. And families, they will, I don't know what people is going to do. That's why I'm trying to take everything in now. I'm trying to take all that I can in now. I'm going to my studies. Like when I saw Beautiful Queen Anointed over there at Rebirth, I was like, yeah, sis, there you go. There you go. Man, when I saw Beautiful Queen No Shade over there into a daughter of Zion's room, into All Truth, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all actually going to your other brothers and sisters, man. And families, y'all gonna learn way more than most people that you used to go hang around. Families, the spirit, the true Ruach will make you leave them. Because you ain't supposed to be amongst the heathens, man. We supposed to teach the heathens. But we ain't supposed to partake in the things that they do. Hey, Shabbat Shalom, beautiful Queen Latasha. Oh, man. It's so good to see you, sis. Oh, Shabbat Shalom. Now, families, now it's time for us to go into our lessons, families. Families, from everything that we've been learning, families. Families, just go over the titles of the videos, families, and every group that I done showed you, families. You can the Most High will make sure that you will find out who's been lying to you and who's been telling the truth. The Most High is going to make sure, if your election is sure, he's going to make sure, families, that you will be part of that election. Families, all people that cry out to the Most High is not his, man. It's not his. And it is what it is. If you're not reading scriptures, if you're not getting the right interpretation of the scriptures, then families, you will continue to be lost. And it is what it is, because the Most High is making sure that Israel, we don't fall back. He tells us to remember the former things. That doesn't mean that we're supposed to go back to the former things. It's a difference, man. And families, you would not know this unless you've been taught. Unless you've been getting taught right. Me, I show my brothers and sisters that I've been rocking out with ever since I made a YouTube channel. The things that I have been learning. You know, I try to show y'all, man, that I'm not falling left field, man. Everything that I show my brothers and sisters, families, I do this amongst a group. I just don't come up with my own interpretation, families. I show you lessons so you can grow spiritually, truly grow. Right now, you don't have time to have fun. No, not when we finna be we in a prick of war right now, families, and people out here think that they supposed to go out here and have fun. Really now, that's something that you need to think about, my brothers and sisters. That's something you need to, for right now, families, you need to claim and give all praises, glory to Yah. And that's real talk. If you're not giving praises to your Almighty and you giving praises to an organization that Yah brought together, then that's showing you where your mind is at, man. It's showing you where your mind. Hey, King, well, I am. I see you in the building, my brother. Man, it's showing you where your mind is at, families. Your mind is supposed to be renewed at this moment. It's supposed to be retaught. How are you learning? How are you learning? And you can tell of those that's doing witchcraft, but they're supposed to be in this truth. You know those that's doing witchcraft and they're supposed to be in this truth. Let's go to a video. I thought I already had that part of my feed, families. Let's go.
Truth Unveiled here, keeping you updated with the world around you, and today we're going to be talking about the recent tensions between the US and Iran, and also tying this in with prophecy and we know too, wars and rumors of wars. Now I'm here at this report that reads, US drone strike ordered by Trump kills top Iranian commander in Baghdad. Now we're also going to be talking about why this is so very important and how this affects us as a nation as a whole. We're also going to be talking about some of the implications because in case you don't already know, there has been many tensions between the US and Iran, but of course we have to use discernment because we know that there's wars and rumors of wars. But from what they're telling us a couple of days ago, US President Donald Trump has said that there was an order to precision strike to, quote, terminate a top Iranian commander who was plotting imminent and sinister attacks on Americans, adding that the decision was one of deterrence rather than aggression. And again, that's what they're going to tell you. What? Problem, reaction, solution. Oh, they're planning an attack against America. Oh, they're planning an attack. Oh, we have to do something quick. Oh, we have to fight off this threat. It's the same thing over and over and over again, as you're about to see. What? They're trying to what? Spread their new world order agenda, and we're going to be talking about that, why and the how, in just a moment to come. But the report then goes on to say, quote, we took action last night to stop a war. We did not take action to start a war, and this was according to Trump from a statement from Mar-a-Lago Resort. This was as of yesterday, a day after the U.S. drone strike on a Baghdad airport. Qasem Soleimani, and again, do forgive me if I'm butchering the pronunciation there, but do you see how this is very interesting and suspicious indeed? Again, what are they really telling us here when Trump says that they took action to stop a war and did not take action to start a war? We know that they're lying out of their pants as always. And once again, could this be code word for what? Starting a war.
Pause, families, and all that was a code, families. Now, don't no nation, families, would like to change leadership, especially families in the presidency, families, and especially when a war done started or in the middle of a war. Now, Trump, the so-called supposed to done got impeached, right? But families, it's up to the Senate to actually move him out the seat, families. Now, families, if this brother or this man end up taking us to war, families, they're not going to impeach him when it comes down to this new election. People, America, you need to wake up. Like real talk. There was a reason why he did that, especially when Iran are like brothers and sisters with Russia, the number one world enemy to USA. Think, my brothers and sisters. You have to think. People are showing you things that's in the movies. People showing you things that's going on in Hollywood that ain't got nothing to do. People is finna to kill millions of people, man. Man, families, they said that the Earth population have to be what? 500,000? 500,000 when we got over billions that stay on this planet? What is people doing? There ain't gonna be no music industry, families, for people to go look at, families, man, when it comes down to this new world order. They're gonna give you their music and it's gonna always be demonic. Families, that is not working on your spirituality. Families, showing you stuff, man, that's going on in these movies, families, is not gonna work on your spirituality. And it's not helping Israel at all. For real. You showing me what's going on with YM Yelly and stuff like that, what is that gonna do for my salvation? Other than you just let me know that that brother is evil. I don't even listen to his music. Didn't even know the brother existed until you said something. Like, come on, my brothers and sisters. For real. Families, I follow truth. That's what I follow. I follow truth, man. People, they follow followers. That's what they do. I see that now. I used to do the exact same thing until I got in this truth. Families, you follow man, you follow that same person, families, gonna lead you to their destruction, and their destruction is gonna lead you to your destruction. That's what's gonna make it sad. And it is what it is, man. Like, am I supposed to fight against it? No. I'm supposed to run away from it. That's the way I'm being taught, families. You're supposed to run from stuff like that. It's witchcraft. What's the point of talking about witchcraft? You supposed to fight against witchcraft, but you showing us witchcraft. That doesn't make no sense, Yasharala. Who does that? People that is not in this truth, man. They putting a spell on you when they thinking that they breaking the spell. You can't break no spells. Only y'all can break curses, man. The reason why we is cursed because of man. Come on, my brothers and sisters. These are basic instructions, man. These are basic instructions. I've been telling people the difference between blessings and curses. Almost every Israelite been trying to wake up Yasharala to tell Yasharala between the difference between blessings and curses. When you think that somebody is anointed, they might not be anointed by Yah. It might be a different anointing, families, of the dark one, the evil one. It's a difference, man. Me, I ain't supposed to, I'm not, that's where discernment comes in at, my brothers and sisters. I don't hang around stuff like that. I'm not going to entertain things like that. And I especially ain't going to let that stuff go through my lips. Families, I claim Yasharala. I don't claim no groups out here, man. I claim Israel. I claim the Most High Yah. Yeshua HaMashiach, families, my Redeemer, family. That's what's coming through my lips. No organization out here, man. For real, for real, for real. When he said that says you will exalt my name, that's who name I'm exalting. I'm not exalting no other groups out here, man. That's how I've been learning. And my brothers and sisters, they ain't telling us, oh, say Rebirth Nation or IOG News, or they don't say that, man. The Israelites is not telling you to go out there and say IOUC. No. We telling you to say Yah's name, man. I'll be finishing out this video tomorrow. It's time for our lesson, my brothers and sisters. It's time for our lesson. Hey, yeah, King Will I Am, and bro, on that too though, bro. I got another brother, bro, who done went down every single presidency, bro, and how we actually started. They actually coming out with a movie called 1917. Families, watch how many people hop onto that. Don't you know it's your enemy that came up and made that movie? There ain't nothing. It ain't got nothing to do with Yasharala. I can tell you that now. You probably won't even find one brother in that movie, and if you do, he's a slave. So let's kind of keep it real, man. 1917 is not a movie for Israel. Period. It's a movie for them. It's a movie for them. Like, people need a, oh man, he's trying to bring out this. Man, no, I'm not bringing out nothing. They are. They doing it. I didn't write it. I sure ain't delivering it. I'm not going to go watch it. Same thing go with that movie called Messiah that's on Netflix. Why would they come out with a movie called Messiah on Netflix, families, and show you the controversy that's going on in the government, families, right after we just killed this man in Iran? Interesting. But hey, tripped me out when I saw Truth Unveiled, man. Deliver that out, families. And guess who's watching that? My baby boo. I was like, wow, that is crazy. And then she was like, oh, you need to come and watch this. I don't even watch stuff like that no more. But she was watching it, man. And I'm like, dang, and then Truth Unveiled not too long just dropped this off. He just dropped that off, families, and he actually mentioned it. That is crazy. Crazy, bro. I'm trying to tell you, families, people, y'all need to watch what y'all be watching, man. Be careful about what you watch out here. Be careful about who you listen to, families. I'm being serious, families. Or your spirit will be vexed off their spirit.
Rebirth of a nation. Hebrew King of Israel.
Alright, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everybody online, and of course everybody in the house. I'm really excited. We got a really full house today. I think Yahuah is moving in the assemblies, and he's moving amongst the people right now as we're getting ready and preparing for an appearing, because we are those who love his appearing. Hallelujah. So this is a day, I was just thinking about manna. The Yahuah was just revealing a bunch of stuff to me yesterday concerning manna and what it really means, and how on the seventh day the manna ceased, and you will see people go out looking for manna because they were seeking a sign, because they didn't perceive the sign that they had received throughout the week. So the fact that we can all gather today and worship and praise and honor the Most High and come into service and function according to how he's designed us and according to his way and his will means that we were able to discern a sign early. Hallelujah. So now we can come and worship. So I just wanted to introduce my big Ak, Elder Morey Malachi. Ben Yasharel is going to come up and give us a word this morning, and I know it's going to be edifying. I know it's going to be powerful. I love him, and I just wanted to say, welcome and give him a hand clap of praise as we worship. All esteem to Abba Yahuah for this wonderful Aki. So you can go ahead and come on up. Hallelujah.
All praise to the Most High.
All praise to the Most High. Now, families, man, to my brothers and sisters that's in this room right now, that's in this chat right now, you really need to take heed about what this brother's finna to bring out in the straight scriptures. Straight scriptures, you need to pay attention, especially the men, my brothers. Pay attention to what one of our brothers is trying to tell us at this moment. That way that when you have the opportunity to go speak to another brother or one of your sisters, you'll have that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and that passion to let them know, man, that you need to beware. You need to take heed to the warnings, because ain't too many people going to tell you this. And it's time for you to strap up and boot up.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Aki, for introducing me to the people. As he said, man, we are gathering, the assembly, right? We are all gathered here today. So therefore, we have heard a distinctive sound, right? We come on a sound. We have heard. It's a word that has gone out through the earth. Even the prophets of old, their sound is still in the earth. Their sound is still in the earth. But they didn't see what we see, and they didn't hear what we heard, right? It's a confirmation now. What they already said, we are confirming it. We established the word. That's why it's so powerful to be alive today. We are the living word. We are the epistles. We established the law, right? We established that Yahuah is mighty amongst all the earth. Hallelujah. So let's pray before we go into this teaching today. All praise to the Most High. Abba Yahuah, we thank you for this day that you have made. We bless thy name, for your name is mighty in the earth. You're Yahuah Yara, you're Yahuah Rapha. Bless thy name forever and ever. Yahuah Zabaoth, hallelujah. The Yahuah of armies. Bless thy name everlasting after everlasting, Abba Yahuah. We thank you, Abba Yahuah, for the assembly that has gathered today from the sounds that have gone through the earth. They have heard and discerned the times and the seasons, Abba Yahuah. The shofar has blown, Abba Yahuah, and you have brought forth thy armies, Abba Yahuah, and they're at the front line, and they're ready, Abba Yahuah. We give you praise for that today, Abba Yahuah. We thank you for Miriam, Abba Yahuah, that's gone forth with tambourines and singing and dancing, Abba Yahuah. We ask you to bless her, Father Yahuah, as she goes before the army, Abba Yahuah, rejoicing before thee. We thank you, Abba Yahuah, for all the ambassadors, Father Yahuah, that have stood in these last days and have declared thy word, that have declared that Zion is still in the midst of us. Bless thy name, Abba Yahuah, as the word go forth today from Jerusalem, that the hearts of men will burn and be cut, Abba Yahuah, in two, an incision, Abba Yahuah, through the word of the Most High Yah. In the name of Mashiach Yahusha we pray. Hallelujah. 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 So, today, the shofar, discern the sounds in the times. The shofar, discern the sounds in the times. I even heard a young baby blowing the shofar earlier, right? What a sound. So I'm just gonna just show it. Bring the shofar here. I see another shofar my brother had. But at the beginning, I just want to break down this word shofar so it can be made plain today, or plainer, right? Because it's definitely time to discern the sound of the shofar, because it's connected to a time, right? A sound and a time, right? They're one. So the shofar was used on various occasions, right? Ranging from gathering for moeds, calling of armies. That's what we're going to focus on today. Calling of armies. Together for battle. A signal of death and mourning. And also for inner reflection, right? Such as the Day of Atonement or the destruction of Jerusalem, right? That's very much a day of inner reflection, right? And also mourning, right? Because we know what happened in the destruction of Jerusalem, right? The shofar is literally translated as a sense of incision, right? Incision means to cut or burn in two, right? To cut or burn in two. It's actually a medical term. My wife probably knows about this. It's a cutting and a burning in two. It's a deep cut. It's a deep burning. It even said that, didn't we burn inside when Mashiach spoke? His words cut and it burned into their hearts, their soul, right? This is what's happening today to us. This is why we're coming out. It has been a cutting and a burning in us. A strong desire to stand before the Most High Yah. We're going to get into this, man, because it has what y'all have spoken in the praise and word is already prepared for this word. That's why I'm so excited. I heard Malaka say, I keep hearing war. You're right. You're right. Right? You're right. It's a war. Right? And the shofar is out. I pray that everyone can discern the sound of it and the time. All right? So let's keep going. Incision means to cut or burn in two. The sound of the shofar was more than a mere horn blast to the ancient Hebrews. It was deep. To earn a name that signified a cutting or burning into the heart and soul of the people. It had to mean more than us just in here blowing, making a sound. Shofar, it means more than that. And the ancient Hebrews knew this. And we can know that through Hebrews 4, verse 12. If someone grab that and read that for me. Hebrews 4 and 12. Burning and cutting in two. Hebrews 4 and 12. If someone would read that.
For the word of Yahuah is quick and powerful.
What is it?
Quick and powerful.
Quick. It's quick. And it's powerful. Go ahead.
And sharper than any two-edged.
Sharper than any two-edged sword. Sharper than any battle axe. Sharper than any battle axe. The shofar is sharp. Y'all don't hear me. The shofar is sharp. It's sharper than any battle axe that you may go to war with. It's sharper than any weapon that Iran or the United States has. Y'all better wake up, man. We're going in on this lesson now because y'all already prepared me for this. Go ahead, finish that.
Piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit.
Okay. See, that's why the ancient Hebrews knew a lot more than we know about the shofar, the ram's horn. That's why it's so much in the Torah about the ram's horn. It's sharper than any two-edged sword because it's connected to the word. It's connected to the word. Read it on, sis.
And to the joints.
To the joints?
And marrow.
And the marrow. It's deep. Go ahead.
And is a discerner.
It's going to discern something too.
Of the thoughts.
in the thoughts, in the intents of the heart. That's what the shofar is about. That's the shofar. The shofar is amongst us right now. Anything that is hidden shall be revealed at the blowing of the shofar. The shofar has been blown. So the word shofar, to break that down, we got the shin, the vav, the peg, and the resh, right? The shin, which is two front teeth. The vav is the tent peg. The peg is the mouth. The word. The resh is the head of a man. See, a man has always got to be in this. Yahuah executes his word through man. Got to put a man with this shofar. It's got to connect to a man. It connects to us. Y'all deeper than you think you are. That's what I want to tell you. By you coming here to assembly is deep. Come on, man. We're going to go deep with this. Give me a little while. We're going to go deep with this word today because I want to show you that you are the shofar. We've been saying it, but it's going to be made plain today. You are the shofar Yahuah. Who will see Yahuah? Those with clean hands and the what? Because he's coming to burn and cut into you. So to break down this word, shofar, it's a sharp word or sound that goes forth from the mouth of the prince of the covenant that scatters a people and secures a people to the covenant. That's what a shofar is. I'm going to say it again. A sharp word or sound. I told you it's a sound in the earth already. That's why we ain't getting away. The prophets of old already spoke of these things. It's for an example. It's going to expose us. The shofar has been blown. See, it's going to what? Scatter some, and it's going to gather some to a covenant. That's how you're going to survive the war. That's what the sister said. She saw horses, but they were held back. Because now it's time to reveal who the horses is. Who's the horses? Who can run with the horses? Let's look at this. Let's go to Exodus 15. Exodus 15. Exodus 15, verse 1. Shofar. Discern the sound and the times. Exodus 15, verse 1. And it's funny because the title of this chapter here, I'm going to read 3 verses out of it. It's called the Song of the Redeemed. Yeah. See, when the shofar, when it's time for battle, some people are going to be singing.
Pause. Man, y'all didn't hear him what he said that, families. All right, families, man, it was probably about 2 months ago, families. I think about 2 months ago, I was trying to sit there and tell you about that new song. You know, those will have a new song for the Most High. A true praise. Let's continue.
Come on, y'all. See, this stuff is already written, man. It ain't nothing new. That's why Mashiach said it's your redemption. I'm trying to buy some shofars. That's right. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto Yahuah, and spake, saying, I will sing unto Yahuah, for he hath what? Triumphed gloriously. The horse, sister saw them horse, and his rider have he thrown into the sea. Yahuah is my strength and song, and his become my salvation. He is my Elohim, and I will prepare him a habitation. Prepare him assembly. Come to the assembly, right? That's right. He habitats amongst us, right? What people are praising at. My father's Elohim will I exalt him. Yahuah is a what? Man of war. See? Shofar connected to a man. He's a man of war. He's a man of war. Yahuah is his name. Yahuah. That's what's got to be on your forehead. That's right. It's got to be on your forehead. Yahuah Zavo. I got that on my shirt. See? Yahuah Zavo. Man, making penance. Y'all don't know what that means. See? Exodus 19. Let's keep going. Exodus 19. Put on your pennant. That's what he told Mother Pam. He said, put this on. He said, put this on your forehead. Hallelujah. Exodus 19. Start with verse 14.
And Moshe went down from the mountain to the people and set apart the people, and they washed their clothes.
Something going on here.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And he said unto the people, be ready against the third day, and come not at your wives.
Be ready, because they'll get ready to blow.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings and thick clouds upon the mount, and the voice of the shofar exceedingly loud, so the people that was in the camp trembled.
See, it's the sound went out, Aki. You see that sound?
That's right.
And it made some people tremble. It cut and burned inside. Lightning, thunder, right? And it made them tremble. But it's good because it's a self-reflection. It's a deep reflection. Go ahead, Aki.
And Moshe brought forth the people out of the camp to meet with Elohim, and they stood at the nether part of the mount.
See? It's a meeting. It's a gathering. It's a security. I'm about to secure something to me. A sound has went out. Moses discerned the sound. Moses, being what? That man of war, said, I know what that sound means. It's time to what? Secure them to me. Go ahead, Aki.
And Mount Sinai was altogether a smoke, because Yahuah descended upon it in fire. And the smoke thereof ascended as the smoke of a furnace, and the whole mount quaked greatly.
Earthquake, go ahead.
And the voice of the shofar sounded long and waxed louder and louder, and Moshe spake, and Elohim answered them by a voice.
Okay, I want you to keep in mind that Mashiach talked about these things. Whenever he basically saying when the shofar blows, you're going to see what? Earthquakes, wars and rumors of wars, great signs in heaven and earth. But don't what? Fear not. Just let it cut you and burn you inside. Because what? I told you these things shall be. He's letting you know that it's going to be an earthquake. It's going to be wars and rumors of wars. It's going to be hurricanes and different things in diverse places. When the sound goes out. Verse 20.
And Yahuah came down from the Mount of Sinai on the top of the mount. And Yahuah called Moshe up to the top of the mount, and Moshe went up. And Yahuah said unto Moshe, go down and charge the people lest they break through unto Yahuah to gaze. And many of them perished.
Oh! They had to understand the sound. They was like, stop, because unless they're unclean.
That's right.
Don't come up to the assembly playing around. If you ain't sure, talk to a moray or a leader before you come up here. Ask them about what is this all about. Unless you perish in the what? Midst of the assembly.
Hallelujah.
This is a great time before, because the shofar has blown. You are being secured to something that you would not be able to turn back from. You are putting your hand on something that you cannot ever take off. You cannot taste of this goodness. Because it's your redemption. Last what? I break forth on you. It's wartime. Keep on going.
And the Kohen also, lest they come near to Yahuah, set apart themselves, lest Yahuah break forth upon them.
Even the Morays.
That's right.
When the shofar goes forth, he's going to test the whole earth.
Pause. Then you see how he sat there and said that's why you got to watch out for certain teachers, families. Same thing go families. I never consider myself never a teacher, families. I bring y'all off the studies that I have been learning, my brothers and sisters. Showing y'all families that I had to separate myself from other people's families that is not bringing out this truth like they supposed to bring out this truth. For number one, they're not identifying the people that's within the book. For number two, they telling you not to obey the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yah. For number three, they don't know ordership, rulership, or true leadership, but they call themselves a teacher. Or they teaching you the scriptures, families, and don't have no type of understanding about what they reading. No understanding about what they reading. Families, you have to learn. Period. Or this book was never meant for you. Families, Esau, they got their own book, man. And they use our books, but they don't know the mysteries that's within this book. So they try to hang around us. They want to be around us. They want to be like us, families. That way that we can give them just a little bit of the mysteries. And they still don't understand, families. Then we got puppets. We got puppets that's actually part of Yasharala, but they sleeping with the enemy. And families, they come and they teach you every single day that's out this book, families, and they misinterpret all types of scriptures. And you know they doing it, but you ain't said nothing. You know what they doing, and you know it ain't right. But you ain't said, but you still hang amongst them. But guess what, though? When that time comes, when Yah makes a true separation of the wheat and the tares, families, it's going to be too late to sit there and say that, dang, man, they was telling me what that brother, man, was going off. Man, no, it's going to be too late for that then, families.
From the smallest to the greatest, no one is secluded from this. When this sound goes out, no one is excluded. Keep on going.
And Moshe said unto Yahuah, the people cannot come up to Sinai. For thou chargest us, saying, set the bounds in the mountain sanctified. Yahuah said unto him, away, get thee down, and thou shalt come up, thou and Aharon with thee. But let not the Kohen and the people break through to come up to Yahuah, lest he break forth upon them. So Moshe went down unto the people and spake unto them.
So Yahuah is telling Moses, it's not time. I know that they're still in their uncleanness. Let them be secured unto you. Let you be a mediator for the people. Yahuah is long suffering.
That's everything we said in the prayer today.
Everything that we're saying, that's why I told you, you all has already prophesied and confirmed this word today. I've talked with many people, even before they come up here, they want to know the directions and stuff. That's fine, but that's wise of you. Secure yourself to someone before
beautiful queen, anointed, they're going to cause you to stumble based upon their lack of knowledge and understanding of the scriptures and of Yah.
Amongst us. Some people in here that has a name that nobody knows. That's dangerous. Moshe and Aaron had names that no one knew, but them in the Most High. That's why the Most High is dealing with them on this matter. He said, get thee down and secure these people to you. You are a mediator for the people. Because once that shofar is blown, Yahuah is taking no prisoners. You see in Iran, it's a vision of us. We should see that and understand it. What does this mean? It's no more prisoners. Yahuah is a man of war. Donald Trump is a man. He's a man of what? What? People, that's why he said you're going to see wars and rumors of wars with who? With men. But that's just the beginning. We're going to keep going. Psalm 47. Yahuah is a man of war. But he's going to secure some of us during those times. Who will be secured to the covenant? Those that discern the sound and the times. Psalms 47. You all sung this as a song earlier. Oh, clap your hands, all ye people. Shout unto Elohim with the voice of triumph. For Yahuah Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth. He shall subdue the people under us, and the nations under our feet. It's going to be by war, though. He shall choose our inheritance for us, the excellency of Yaakov, whom he loved. Selah, meaning let that cut and burn into your soul. God is, or Elohim is going up with a, that's what he did. Moses went up. That's what it said, didn't it? Moses heard the sound, and he went sound of a trumpet, shofar. Sing praises to Elohim, sing praises. It's redemption in this, y'all. Sing praises unto our King, sing praises. For Elohim is the King of all the earth. Sing ye praises with understanding. This is during the time of war. You should be singing if you're secure. Because Yahuah is a man of war. He has gone up with a shout.
Hallelujah.
Elohim reigneth over the heathen. Elohim sitteth upon the throne of his holiness. The princes of the people are gathered together. The princes of the people are gathered together. I told you it's a word that goes forth from the what? From the prince of the covenant. Why they doing up while the heathens are fighting? We're what? We're watching. We're gathering. Because we have heard the distinctive sound. We discern the times. The princes of the people gathered together, even the people of what? Of the Elohim of Abraham. For the shields of the earth belong unto Elohim. He is greatly exalted. We're getting together and we're going to exalt his name. Matthew 16. He done went up. Now watch this. Matthew 16, verse 1 through 4. It says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempted and desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. Yahushua. They're trying to discern the sound. They're looking for a sound. I'm telling y'all, he answered and said unto them, when in this evening you say it would be fair weather for the skies red, you can discern that. You know that sound. And in the morning it will be foul weather today. For the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky. But can ye not discern the signs of the times? Can ye not discern the sound of the shofar? Do you not discern when it's war? Because you ain't secure to the covenant. He's letting them know they're going to be destroyed. They can discern when it's bad weather, but they don't know when what? The war is coming for them.
Pause, my brothers and sisters. This going out for all my brothers out there. Take heed to this message out here. Like real talk. Man, you take them to other brothers, man, that's actually bringing out this truth. And it ain't no about no fun and games, for real. Because families, while everybody else is preparing themselves for battle, because we trying to exalt Yah's name, man, the Most High's name. It ain't about no group that you in. It ain't got nothing to do about no group that you in. It's about the Most High's portion of his inheritance, my brothers and sisters. That's what it's about, man. Pretty soon I will be changing my name. I will be keeping Mo Valley, but the reason why I kept Mo Valley comes from Psalms 23, families. That's how I got Mo Valley. But the reason why I came out with boy, because I knew I wasn't spiritually a man yet, because I didn't just, I was missing something. I was in the scriptures, but I was missing something. That's why I called myself boy at the end. And then refugee, because I knew I wasn't from this land, but I didn't know where I was from. Now I do. Let's go.
The heathen. He's letting them know that they're heathens. Why? A wicked and adulterous generation, see? Seeketh after a sign. But the sound already gone out. Jonah.
Hallelujah.
Didn't Jonah go down to Nineveh with a sound? Didn't Jonah go to Nineveh and blow the shofar? Wasn't Jonah a shofar? Y'all see this? And they repented. And it what? His words burned and cut into their heart and soul. This is what he's talking about. Y'all catch that? A wicked and adulterous generation seeking for a sign, a sound, a word. And there shall no sign be given unto them, because it's already done went forth. But the sign of the prophet Jonah, and he left them and departed. has already went out. They can't discern the sound of the shofar. Mashiach is basically telling them, I am the shofar. I'm speaking to you. I came to my own, and they received me not. A lot of you dealing with this now, right? A lot of you have went to your own, and they have rejected you. It's the shofar. They can't discern the sound. That's why I need you to know. They have not discerned the sound. Why are you speaking to them? Because you have heard the sound. And you know it's going to be no other sound. Luke 13. You're still looking for a sign. And the sign is you. The sign is you. Luke 13, verse 1 through 5. There were present at that what? Season. Some that told him of the Galileans, whose blood Pilate had mingled with their sacrifices. Look what he said. And Yahuah answered said unto them, suppose ye that these Galileans were sinners above all the Galileans, because they suffered such things? I tell you, no. But except ye what? Except you let this burn and cut into your heart. Unless you look at what's going on in the Middle East, and if you don't let that cut and burn into your heart, you next. That's what he's telling. Watch this. I tell you no, but except you repent, you shall likewise perish. He's letting them know the shofar has sounded. Bloodshed to the horse's bridle. This is real, man. This ain't nothing new under the sun. Every generation, he's going to send forth shofars. But people still going to be looking for a sign. Verse 4. He going to give you another sign. Because it's a bunch of things happening every day right here, right? Here's another example that was going on in that day. Or those 18 upon whom the tower of Siloam fell and slew them. Think ye that they were sinners above all men that dwell in Jerusalem? I tell you no. But except you repent, you shall all likewise perish. Do you hear these words? He's telling you that the shofar has sounded. Do you discern the sound? The shofar is amongst us. He was the shofar, and they kept rejecting him. He was telling them, you're going to perish if you don't heed to the words of the Prince of the Covenant. Luke 21. Now, all this is heading up to the destruction of Jerusalem. That's all it is. It's leading up to the destruction that was coming on Jerusalem. Luke 21, verse number 1. And he looked up and saw the rich men casting their gifts into the treasury. And he saw also a certain poor widow casting in thither 2 mites. And he said, of a truth I say unto you, that the poor widow have cast in more than all. For all these have of their abundance cast in unto the offerings of Elohim. But she of her penury have cast in all the living that she had. This lady is discerning. She discerned the times. Verse 5. And as some spake of the temple, how it was adorned with goodly stones and gifts, he said, as for these things which you behold, the days will come, in the which there shall not be left one stone upon another, that shall not be thrown down. Shofar, destruction. But many gonna be secure. He's trying to secure the apostles right here. He's trying to secure them to the covenant. He said a lot of people are going to be scattered during this time. And they asked, saying, Master, but when would these things be? When would the sound go out? And what sign there be when these things shall come to pass? He's looking for a sign. He's looking for a sound. And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach. and the time draweth near. Go ye not, therefore, after them. So a lot of things going to be happening during the blowing of the shofar. A lot of confusion. That's basically what he's saying. It's going to be a lot of confusion. We see it now, right? But when ye shall hear of what? Wars. And a bunch of what? Commotions. There's a lot of commotions right now out here, man. You can look on your Facebook. It's commotion after commotion after commotion. President thrown up for something. A bunch of commotions. Next thing you know, you in war. Commotion after commotion. He says what? Be not terrified. You better get secure. When these things break out, don't let it catch you insecure. For these things must first come to pass. For Yahuah is a man of war. But the end is not by and by. Then say he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes shall be in divers places, and famines, and pestilence, and fearful sights. Fearful sights. People getting abducted every day. Kids missing. It's fearful. It can terrify you if you ain't secure. I'm telling you, man, the shofar has blown. And if Yahuah didn't shorten the time, if Yahuah didn't prepare us a place to gather, if Yahuah didn't secure a place for us, well, none of us survive. Because Yahuah is a man of war. And when he goes out, when he goes up with a shout, there's no prisoners. You have to have the name of Yahuah on your forehead at that time. This is what Mashiach is saying. It is so deep, he is telling them line by line what's going to take place. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you. Some of you are going to get taken out. This is just the beginning. You better let this cut and burn into your heart what you're doing, or stop coming now. And persecute you. They doing it on Facebook. I see it all the time. Somebody say, man, they coming against us. They gonna do it. Better know what you doing. The shofar has went out. Deliver you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before the kings and rulers for my name's sake. You're going to go before men. Yahuah is a man of war. At that time, you better have Yahuah on your forehead. He's going to execute his word by men. Some of them wicked. This is real, man. Yahuah is explaining this to them line by line. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts. Let this settle in your heart. Not to meditate before what you shall answer. What he said, you're going to go before some men going to get you. You had to go before some men. You had to go before your boss man at least to even get a Sabbath. Y'all better, man, I'm telling you, man, what we doing is real. So go ahead and settle it in your heart what you're doing before you really get deep into this, before you come to this assembly. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom with all your adversaries. Shall not be able to gainsay or resist. At that time, you better have it settled in your heart. Mashiach went before him. They asked him questions. But he had it settled in his heart. That's why he didn't say much. If it happened to him naturally.
So what you're saying is that Ruach got to have a Torah on your heart during that time, right?
During that time, Aki. When that sound goes out, because men are going to hear it. Some men going to understand it. Some men going to be what? Confounded by it. They're going to deliver you up. It will confuse you if you don't understand the sound. You know it's a sound going out, but if you don't discern the time in the sound, you're going to be confounded. You're going to go to war. That's what they're doing. They're confounded. You got people saying that Jews going underground. That stuff is what? So far. Somebody out here is speaking of the covenant. It is you. So settle it in your hearts what you doing. If not, hush. Hush. Settle it in your hearts what you are doing. This is what he's telling the disciples. You going up before men, for Yahuah is a man of war. But don't you be terrified because you got a sick word on your mouth. But they won't gainsay or resist it. That's why they couldn't kill the disciples off the top. They would put them in prison for a while and try to figure out what they're going to do with them.
Pause. Now that right there was powerful, my brothers and sisters. It really gonna really make you think about some things, man, especially about what you listen to and who you listening to. What you bring into your mind, my brothers and sisters, on a real deal. Been telling people this ain't got nothing to do about no race. I don't know how many Israelites is gonna tell you that this ain't got nothing to do about no race. This got to do with a bloodline, a covenant, and a culture, man. And a culture. You can go listen to all that other bull crap all you want to, my brothers and sisters. But when that time comes, when the Most High start calling us, man, because we actually listening for that sound, we're going to want to know where you at. Just because you hasn't been listening, man. And that's why you ain't going to be amongst the rest of those, man. This ain't really nothing to play with. That was deep.
And you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. That's why they put your name as crazy stuff. Don't be, man, listen to this stuff. But there shall not a hair on your head perish. Settle that in your heart today. If not, stop it. In your patience, possess your souls. In your patience, possess your soul. And when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, see, I told you shofar is for what? Gathered armies. Do you know that Iran is Yahuah's army? Some of y'all been over. Do you know that the United States is Yahuah's army? Yahuah's Zabot. Then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. See why Yahushua is explaining like this? Because the desolation had to come because it's for redemption. Do you know that the war and the call of the armies is for your redemption? Settle it in your heart. Just be patient and possess your soul. Keep gathering. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out. And let not them that are in the countries to enter thereunto, for these be the day of vengeance. This is Yahuah's vengeance. This is Yahuah's vengeance, y'all. That all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child. Because that brings a lot of stress. Yeah. That's what y'all need to do now. You need to understand that even your children will be okay. A lot of us are concerned about our children. Well, what's going to happen to them? Because we see them going. People getting kidnapped. That's why he said, woe to those that have suck. Kids going to get missing. Man, when the shofar goes out, it's no prisoners. Yahuah don't care no more. Because it's time for his name to be appraised in all the earth.
Pause. Now, families, man, I'm going to show you about 2 more, maybe 3 more other brothers, maybe tomorrow or just throughout all next week, families. Next week, families, I will be doing straight nothing but black history. You know what I'm saying? History of Israel, families. Things that people don't want to show you. People want to sit here and call our black leaders puppets and stuff like that, families. Families, we're going to go deep into the history, man, of our roots, families, and show you the real truth. While we got people of our own kind, families, sitting there saying that, families, we are imposters. We fake. We racist. And some more things, my brothers and sisters. Not only we getting spit on by our own enemies, but families, you even getting spit on, man, by your own brothers and sisters, man, that's within your own household. That's crazy, man. But that make it seem like that you ain't chosen. Families, you chosen and highly favored. Highly favored. Best believe that. Man, don't let these people out here, man, make it seem like that our leaders, families, were just frauds. For real, for real.
They have defiled his name. This is what Yahuah is explaining. He said, even I got delayed in my life. Yahuah gonna be pleased to take me out. But woe to them that are with child and to them that give suck in those days, for there shall be a great distress in the land, and wrath upon his people. There's a bunch of us missing, man. I saw a number, 6,000 something, 60,000 maybe, missing women, black women. A lot of distress, man. Yahuah is a man of war. It's not what we learn in church. It really isn't. That's why you really got to get secure. That's why you really got to stop coming up here just to be coming up here. You really do, man. Go ahead and settle it in your hearts today.
That's right.
The shofar has been blown. And he's not going to stop until he fulfill it. Until his name is appraised in all the earth. Till everyone is cut and burned into their heart and soul. The elders of old knew what a shofar meant. We just been blowing it. We just been running our mouth. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Revelation 3. Revelation 3 verse 7. Now he's dealing with the assembly. And to the angel of the assembly in Philadelphia write, these things saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth and no man shutteth, and shutteth and no man openeth. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. Actually, we have that open right now, y'all. We're like calves out of the stall. That's why we're here dancing. We feel like we're unstoppable. Right? And that's why you dancing? Because a door has been opened that no man can close. It's called discernment. Discernment open doors that no man can close. Discernment. That's why Keeper was so strong. He discerned Mashiach. It made him a rock. It made him established. It made him secure. Even when he denied Mashiach, he was still through what? Discernment. It will open up a door that no man can close. You got the key of David if you got discernment of the sound in the times.
Hallelujah. Let's go, man.
For
Come on now.
Thou hast little strength and hast kept my word and hast not denied my name. You can only do that by discernment. You can only do that by the patience of your soul. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan. That's what you got to get to. Which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. That can be some of us. Some of them say we're Jews and are not. Yeah. This ain't no color. Y'all playing, man. No, some of us say we're Yahudim or not. And we're going to find out at the blowing of the
shofar.
Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. See that? Kept the word of my patience. Wait, Yahushua told them earlier, don't be terrified in this, keep the patience of your souls. I also would keep thee from the hour of what? Calamity, temptation. When we want to turn back. When we fall into fear. He will keep you from that because you have kept his word even up until this day. You discerned that this was coming. You prepared, you are already secured unto him. So he's going to deliver you from that temptation. It's your redemption. Which shall come upon all the world to what? Try them that dwell upon the earth. It is to try us, y'all. It is to try us to see who is secure unto him or who shall be scattered. Behold, I come quickly. That word is quick. You read it? It's quick.
And my reward
Hold
with
that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Know who? Man. Yahuwah's a man of war. This is the hour that a man would take your crown. Through fear. Fear no man. Fear Elohim. If you fear man, go ahead and take your crown off and give it up. Him that overcometh will I make a what? Pillar in the temple of my Elohim. This is why Keeper and Yaakov and all the apostles were pillars. Shaul said he went up to meet the pillars. Peter, Yaakov. And he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my Elohim, pin it, and the name of the city of my Elohim, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down, little sanctuary, cometh down out of heaven from my Elohim, and I will write upon him my what? My what? This is what you got to get. This is a good hour to get a new name. My wife got a new name. She said her name now is no longer who? Your name is, where's your new name? It's time to get a new name. This is the hour to get a new name. This is the hour to be a pillar. That's what happened with Yaakov. During his time of what? The shofar, Yahuwah gave him a new, the shofar been being blown, y'all. This ain't the first time. It's been wars and rumors of war. It's about a name. It's about your name. Are you really a Jew or are you a synagogue of Satan? Why? Because if you've been saying that you're a Yahudi or not, go ahead and take your crown off and bow down to those who are.
pause. Now, families, man, that's what we've been trying to give everybody, man, that opportunity, families, man, to try to proclaim the Most High Yah's name, families. Because at that time, families, man, when he do come, families, it's not going to be what people going to think it's going to be peaches and cream. Man, it's only going to be peaches and creams, man, to the true saints, families. So when you read Revelation chapter, Revelation chapter 12 and 17, families, he sit there and tells you the reason why. For when that beast comes to make war with the seed of those families, and these are going to be the ones that are going to be keeping the commandments of Yah, my brothers and sisters. The Most High will claim them righteous, man. For real, for real, for real. Because we're going to die for that, families. Family, that's an end time prophecy that must happen. Because Yeshua said that says that all these things must come to pass. I'm trying to tell you, my brothers and sisters, that's why brothers trying to sit there and tell you that when you listen to certain people, man, that's only been in the milk of the word, they need to shut up. That's what he's trying to tell them. It's time for them to shut their mouth. And it's time for you to get up under some elders so you can wake up some more people, especially if you're trying to be a speaker in this hour. How can you be a speaker and you don't even know the basics? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's what he's trying to let you know. You're not going to hear the sound. You're not going to be able to enter into the gate. Because you don't even know what kind of priestly garments. You don't even know your garments that you're supposed to put on. It's crazy, man. Be careful about who you listen to in this album because there's nothing to be played with.
A man gonna take a crown off your head. Put you back under the law. You don't have to die or nothing. You just back under the law because you terrified. Because you terrified by the fearful sights. And Mashiach already warned you that these things must be. Why you tripping? Huh? Just cause babies mentioned, it don't mean you gonna get your baby. That's why he warned to you if you got sucked. You think somebody gonna take your baby. Traveling gonna get hard. You're gonna be scared to come out your house. You think Iran coming over here? I see it on, man, come on, man. It's on Facebook. I heard somebody say, sorry, Iran. I didn't. Yahudim, they're not. So when you take off a crown, that means you're bowing down. In this hour, a man would take your crown. Deuteronomy 20. I'm about to wrap this up. Deuteronomy 20. Wear your crown. Wear your name. Wear your pennant that Malu gave you. Put it on. It's for a sign. I'm telling you, man, you got to discern the sound.
Akeem,
Go ahead,
Akeem, you know that woman that Mashiach was saying she gave all that she had?
Yes.
She took their crown.
She took that. She discerned. Look at you.
He said her offering destroyed that temple.
Her offering got the temple destroyed, but her life was
Because they
spared.
were the Yahudim who are not.
Who are not.
That was the synagogue of Hasatan.
See?
So you render to Caesar what is Caesar's, because your offering to him is going to destroy him.
Deuteronomy 20, verse 1. The law of warfare. See, it's a law to warfare. It's out here. It's in the Torah. It's a law to warfare, Mishpachah. Verse 1. When thou goest out to battle against thine what? And seest what? The sister saw them horses. She saw it in the vision. And chariots and a people more than thou. Be not what? Be not terrified. She just told us that. For Yahuah thy Elohim is what? Which brought thee up out of the land of. And it shall be when ye are come nigh unto what? That the priest shall approach and speak unto the people. The mouth. He get ready to, see, when a battle comes, a priest has to come up and secure you to something. Because the battle is close. He's heard, he's discerned. Like Moses said, Yahuah said, get down and what? Secure the people unto you. And shall say unto them, hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your. Let not your hearts. This is the same message Mashiach had. Oh. Fear not and do not what? Didn't they tremble when Moses said? So he had to hurry up and what? Secure them. That's what we got to do as priests, as mores, as teachers, as husbands. Secure your children to you. Turn your hearts back to the children. Children turn their hearts back to the fathers. Neither be you terrified because of them. For Yahuah thy Elohim is he that goeth with you to fight you against your. To what? Yahuah has gone up with a shout. And the officers shall speak unto the people, saying, what man, because somebody gonna be in here like this, is there that have built a new house and have not let him what? Go and return home. Go back home. Nothing wrong with it. Go back home. Come on, y'all. Go back home. Lest he what? In the battle. And another man what? See? Another man take your crown. This is the time that another man can take your crown. That's why a lot of women is leaving their husbands right now. He ain't ready for battle. Y'all playing around, man. Y'all know this stuff going on. It's time to break it out. Because it's time to secure the people.
I like that right there, families. How he try Try to bring some humor into it, families, but families, he was being dead serious. He was being dead serious. Be careful about who you listen to in this hour, families. The Most High Yah is trying to tell the chosen people, man, to strap up and boot up on the real deal. And families, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take heed to the spiritual meat, not just the milk of the word, families. Hey, you're going to always go into the milk of the word, families. But the Most High needs men in this hour, families, because the time is coming. The time is coming, man. You can't be sipping no milk, families, man, when he come down from them heavenlies, families. And it's really time to bring this war to this earth, man. He gonna be looking for the men that been preparing themselves, man. For real, he gonna be looking for true daughters of Zion, families, the women that was preparing themselves with the men, their brothers, families. The way that we could be reign victorious, families, in that hour. How you getting taught, man? That's the question. You must ask yourself that. Who you learning from?
Another man take your crown. David did it. David took wives. Y'all playing, see y'all. He was ready for battle. He tried to make Uriah go home. Uriah wouldn't go. He took his crown. For Yahuah your Elohim is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies to save you. And the officer shall speak unto the people, saying, what man is there that have built a new house? You got to know they amongst you. And have not dedicated, let him go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle and another man dedicate it. Verse 6, and what man is he that have planted a vineyard and have not yet eaten of it? Let him also go and return unto his house, lest he die in battle and another man eat of it. And what man is there that have betrothed a wife and have not taken her? Somebody here engaged. See? Somebody amongst Israel is engaged. And all they focus on is what? Marrying. You ain't ready for war. You dating. Somebody dating. You ain't ready for war. Go home and what? Give her joy. Cheer her up. That's why David was telling Uriah, go home to your wife and cheer her up. He wasn't ready for battle no more.
Can I land back with you on that one?
Land back.
Luke 14,
Luke 14.
verse 16. And the supper, remember, if you read the prophets said there's going to be a supper there's going to be a feast for the birds of the air.
Yeah.
Because after this war, right?
Yeah.
14:16. Luke 14:16. Then he said unto a certain man, made a great supper, and bade many. When his servant at the supper came to say to them that were bidden, come, all things are now ready. And they all said with one consent and began to make excuse. The first say, I bought a piece of ground. You haven't dedicated their house out, so he can't go. And I must needs go see it. I pray that have me excuse. Another said, I bought me a yoke of oxen, so he can't go either. His land ain't dedicated. To go prove, and I pray that he have me excuse. Another said, I married me a wife. It's all Deuteronomy 20 out.
See?
It's all Deuteronomy 20. Everything that they supposed to have already dedicated haven't been dedicated. They haven't established themselves. So when the time of war comes, when the time of the feast, when the time of the gathering comes, they're not ready.
Come on, man.
Another said, again, 20. So the servant came and showed the master these things, and the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, go quickly into the streets and the lanes of the city, and bring hither the poor, the maimed, the halt, and the blind. And the servant of that master said, it is as done. And thou hast commanded, and yet there is more room. And the servant said, go out to the highways and hedges and compel them to come in. Somebody else got their crown out.
See? That's hey man, thank you. Because you took what was written on the book, what I got already getting written down. Keep on finishing. Come on, finish that. Finish that.
What was that?
Hallelujah.
23? And the master of the servant said, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that in my house may be filled. For I say unto you that none of these men which were bidden shall taste my supper.
Come on.
And they went, great multitude was with him, and they returned and said unto them, if any man come unto me, and hate not his father, and his mother, and his wife, and his children, his brother, and his sisters, yea, even his own life,
See?
he can't be my disciple.
See? That's a law of battle.
Paul, now you see how serious this is, my brothers and sisters. You know how you now? So when a lot of people sit there and say that God, that Yah is a Elohim of love, he is, families. He love you so much, families, that he's ready to go to war for you. He's just hoping that you do the exact same thing. Will you go to war for your Creator? Will you not listen and take heed to certain things out here, families? Families, don't get so stuck up in these movies, man, and music and stuff like that, families, because families, that's the least of your problem. You ain't gonna find no type of spiritual discernment whatsoever in them, man. Because you better best believe, families, that the wicked one is the one that made these movies. They gonna put a little truth in there because they know you watching it. That way you can go and tell all your friends, that's a good movie. You need to go see it. When the whole time, family, that movie was filled with spells and witchcraft. That's a darn shame.
There's a law to that, y'all. That's what Joshua finished bringing out. It is a law to this, to be able to go to battle and discern. That's why we miss the sound, because of those things right there, the baggage that we're carrying. We miss the sound. That's why our family, the rest of our family ain't here with us. They are confounded by these things here. They can't go up. They had to stay back and what? Perish. He's telling them, go back and perish. Go perish with those things that your heart or where your treasure is. You should have known that I was coming. You should have known that this way he was coming. You should have been moving quickly to get these things in order. Right? Judges 7, the preparation for battle. Everybody remember this one? Jerubbaal, right? Or Gideon. See, when this time of battle came, Yahuah allowed the man of war, Gideon, to separate those that were not ready for battle. Jerubbaal, right? We know that means to strive with Baal. That's what he did, because he uprooted those high places, right? That's what we have done. That's why a lot of people strive with us. We're like Gideon, judge, fighting against their Elohim. This is what Jerubbaal did. This is what Gideon did. Yahuah raised him up. He raised up a man of war. And he was preparing the rest of the soldiers for battle. They were secured unto Gideon at the time of the judges. Then Jerubbaal, who is Gideon, and all the people that were with him, secured to him. The prince of the covenant was Gideon. Rose up early and pitched beside the well of Haran, so that the host of the Midianites were on the north side of them by the hill of Moreh in the valley. And Yahuah said unto Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many. Too many people. Some people got to go. What Josh just brought out, some people got to go take care of that stuff there. The land, the vineyard, right? For me to give the Midianites into their hands. See, Yahuah going to put them in your hands, but it's too many. He can't do it with the people that are not prepared for battle. Because, you know, when people who win something that wasn't real prepared, they're going to take all the credit. Because those that are worthy are going to give Yahuah all the glory.
Hallelujah.
They're going to what? Sing the song of Moses.
Hallelujah.
They're going to rejoice like we do in the assembly.
Come on now.
Now therefore go to proclaim in the ears of the people, saying, whosoever is what? Fearful and afraid. Let them return and depart early from Mount Gilead, and there return of the people 20 and 2,000, and there remain 10,000. And Yahuah said it again, the people are yet too many. Some people went back. Bring them down into the water, and I will what? Try them for thee there. And it shall be that of whom I say unto thee, this shall go with thee, the same shall what? Go with thee. And whosoever I say unto thee, this shall not go with thee, the same shall not go. So he brought down the people unto the water, and Yahuah said unto Gideon, everyone that what? Lappeth of the water with his tongue as a dog lappeth, him shalt thou set by himself. Likewise, everyone that boweth down upon his knees to drink, that means that they're too pretty for war. Can't be too cute. Yeah, too cute. Bow down. See, you got to come and let your animal soul come out. Oh yeah, you got to love him with all your nephesh. That's why it says a dog. That's why the woman who kept pursuing, Yahusha said, by your faith. Because she said, treat me like a dog. She said, give me the scraps on the floor. I'll get down like a dog and get it. He said, woman, I can't do that with that. That's too much faith. He had to give it up. Huh? He couldn't deny her. She got that like a dog. She discerned the sound in the season. She knew he was the prince of the covenant. And the number of them that laughed, putting their hand to their mouth, 300 men. But all the rest of the people bowed down upon their knees to drink water. Wasn't ready.
300 out of 10,000.
Condensing. Kuf. Sun on the horizon. See? Sun on the horizon. When the shofar blows, the sun is going down on the horizon. When you see battles and wars and rumors of war, that's what Mashiach said. He said this is the beginning of the condensing. Then you're going to find out who's faint-hearted. You're going to find out the synagogue of Satan. Come on, y'all. You're going to...
Man, he finna get deep. Those that call themselves Jews, but that are not. They just ain't only the Ashkenazi Jews, my brothers and sisters. It's those, man, that are in Christianity, those that are in Islam, those that are Catholic, those that, I'm trying to tell you, families, why you think Yeshua said that, says that I only came for the lost sheep of Yasharallah. You're not claiming Israel, you're not one of his. Period. It don't get no deeper than that. So people like, man, God loves it. He do. Because he made you. But families, he telling you what he's claiming, what he put his name upon. He's telling you how you're going to exalt his name. How you going to prepare yourself for him. Because he been ready for you.
See, the one that's saying they're Yahudim and they're not. They don't even praise. They ain't even got the song of redemption in their mouth. You ain't no Yahudim. And Yahuah was not even going to let them go out with Gideon like that. He said, man, I'm going to secure the right people to you. And Yahuah said to Gideon, by the 300 men that lapped will I what? Save you, redeem you, and deliver the Midianites into thy hand, and let all the other people go every man unto his place. Let them go back. Let's wrap this up. Matthew 25. Got two more. Matthew 25, verse 1. So this is the discourse that Yahusha is having about his return, about his appearing that Ma'aki brought out earlier. Then, when that shofar blow, y'all, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened. Then you'll see this thing. Then the kingdom of heaven shall be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, right? They all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a what? Cry. Shofar. A trumpet. That's all it means. Right? It was a sound that went out. You ever been in bed late and you hear something? And you ain't going back to sleep until you find out where it's from? My little do that every night. Every night. Then you pray and then you go back to sleep. Because you know it's what? War. It's wartime, man. If you're a man in the home and you don't wake up by a sound, something wrong. You sleepy. You slumbering. Maybe you got a wife and children in. You better discern the sound. It's a shofar out there somewhere. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins rose and trimmed their lamps, and the foolish said unto the wise, give us your oil, for our lamps are gone out. See, this terrifying, it's dread to them. It overcomes them. See? They want what? They won't lap like a dog. They won't give their heart, body, and soul. They won't give their everything. So it caught up with them. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us your oil. You got to be a fool to think that anyway. For all lamps are gone out. You got to be a fool. You think you're going to trick somebody in this hour. Oh, yeah. Though the Yahudim are not, it's going to be known. But the wise answer said, not so. You won't get me. You ain't get me. Lest there be not enough for us. Because we got to endure to the end. And you, but go ye rather to them that sell. Go back to them you've been playing around with. And buy for yourselves. See, when you send them back, you already know they're going to perish. Because you're wise. You say, go ahead, man. You good.
That don't make no sense.
That's what Mashiach said. Go on back. Right? When the multitude was following him. Serpent wisdom. You got to have serpent wisdom, right? And while they went to buy, because they obeyed him, they confounded. Y'all don't see this, man. They obeyed you. You got the crown. So you told them to go back. And they went. As you said, trying to look on the 7th day. There's nothing left. And the bridegroom came. See? We here. We here. Somebody else went down there and they stuff got shut down. Right? And they that were ready went in to the assembly. What Josh just brought out, the marriage, it was ready and done. Right? To the marriage, and the door was shut. See? They went back to take care of those things that they hadn't took care of and thought they were going to be able to come back. No. Afterward came also the other virgins saying, Masters, open to us. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know you not. Watch, therefore, settle your hearts, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man coming. See, the Son of Man coming with war. That's what he's talking about. You don't know when that's going to come. You don't know when war going to break out. You don't know when commotions and wars and stuff going to break out. Yahuah is a man of war. But when this happens, you have already settled in your heart. You got enough oil to endure. It's many appearance of Mashiach, y'all, if y'all didn't know. He will appear like a thief in the night. When you say peace, 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 sudden comes destruction. What do you think that means? That's how he comes. He comes to destroy. Then whatever's left, he's going to what? Put it in your hand. He's going to turn the battle in your hand. He's going to give you the victory. He's going to give you the crown. But before that happens, many things will be destroyed. This temple that's what he told us, this temple that you see, it won't be a stone left. But in it, you shall be saved. Luke 12. Hallelujah. Luke 12, verse 35. Now, this is encouraging, to end this, encouraging for us. Luke 12, verse 35. Let your loins be girded about, and your lights burning. You gotta have oil, y'all. And ye yourselves like unto men that what? Wait for the master. When he will return from the what? Wedding. See, you're going to set up a wedding. Go set up an assembly, invite you to come down here. That when he cometh and knocketh, that they may open unto him immediately. Immediately, quickly. Blessed are those servants whom the master, when he cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you, that he shall what? Gird himself. And make them to sit down to meat. And will come forth and serve them. And if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants. See? Many appearances. Y'all come for it. It might come in an earthquake. See? Tornado. See? Every time you waiting. Lights still on and everything. Your house still standing. And just know that if the good man of the house, see, that's why you say you get up every night, and know what hour the thief would come, see, he would have watched and not have suffered his house to be broken through. There's thieves and robbers out here now, y'all. The chauffeur, see, if you don't discern the time, you're going to start killing. Y'all don't understand this stuff, man. Y'all, you're going to start killing and stealing because there's a sound that went out and you don't understand it. So what you going to do? Steal, kill, destroy. But it will not come near your house because you keep getting up every night. See? You discern. Good man. Shout man, good man. Good man in the house. See? A good man. That's what I mean, a good man. Good man can discern the seasons in the sound. That's a good man. He's always waiting and watching. 9 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock, it don't matter. If he hear that sound, and he gird himself too. Somebody was talking earlier about the full body of what? Be ye therefore ready also for the what? Son of Man cometh in an hour when you think not. Then Peter said unto him, Master, speakest thou this parable unto us, or even to all? Let everybody know. And Yahuah said, and the master said, who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his master shall make ruler over his household, to give them their portion of meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, whom his master, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Of a truth, I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he hath. You're going to have a crown on him. But, and if that servant say in his heart, if he starts sleeping and slumbering, and that sound catch up on him, my master's delay of his coming shall begin to what? Beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and drink and be drunken. The master of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him what? Asunder. That's what the word does, right? And will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. Remember, he came to the wedding and found the man there with the wrong what? He cast him out to what? If he comes through to you what? Assembly, and catch somebody in here. And that servant which knew his master's will and prepared not himself, remember Moses said, come up on the third day, and be clean. Don't come near a woman. They wash their clothes. Neither did according to his will shall be beaten with what? But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. Few. That means that you're going to see it's going to cut and burn in you and you're going to repent. That's all it means. It's going to be enough to make you repent when you see it and understand it. It's going to hurt, right? It's going to hurt to do it, but because of the grace of the Most High, you will be beat enough to make you come out of that sleep, come out of that slumber. But those that knew, they should be waiting. They were the good men, married men, ministers, preachers of the word. They got a greater condemnation. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much, and to whom men have committed
May the Most High God bless you too,
of him they
Queen
will
Jenny.
ask the more. They're going to ask the more in this hour. They're going to ask the more for the leaders, the husbands, the fathers. I am come to send what? I am come to do what? Send fire. And what will I, if it be already? I wish it would start already. I wish a war would break out. Oh, it's already kindled it. But I have a baptism to be what? Baptized with. And how am I straightened? Till it be accomplished. Because he knows when he returns, he's coming with a sword. So he needs that to happen first so he can come back. Right? Many of us had to cut off from iniquity so we can return with a what? Fire, with our pay, with our mouth, with our words. Suppose ye that I come to give what? Peace on the earth. I tell you no, but rather division. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided. Y'all hear that? 3 against and 2 against. The father shall be divided against the son against the mother against the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And he said unto the people, when you see a cloud rise in the west, straightway you see there cometh a shower, and so it is. And when you see the south wind blow, you say there will be heat, and it cometh to pass. Ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky and the earth, but how is it that you do not discern this time? Yea, and why even of yourself judge not what is right? We know what to do in this hour. It's time to repent. It's time to stand. It's time to secure ourselves to the Prince of the Covenant. It's time for us to allow the shofar to cut and burn into our heart and soul. It's time for us to take this serious. And I'm going to end it with this last one. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. And this is what Yahuah says. It's called the model walk and the day of Yahuah. Chapter 5 of 1 Thessalonians. We're going to wrap it up with this. So we've been talking about times and seasons, right? And sounds. So Yahuah speaks on this note. But of the times and seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. See that? No need to write you a letter about this. You already know. You already know what you should be doing this season, y'all. I'm just confirming what you already done heard and saw. What you already done heard and saw. Don't need to write. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahuah so cometh as what? We all know that. For when they shall say, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, because they can't what? Discern the sound and times. They'll get killed in the war. Oh yeah. They'll be consumed and they'll perish during wartime. As travail upon a woman with what? Child. Brother spoke about that earlier. And they shall not, what did Yahushua tell them about the Jerusalem? They shall what? Escape. They shall flee to the hills of Judea. But ye, brethren, are not in what? That they shall overtake you as a, you are the children of what? And the children of the day. We are not of the, nor of the, we don't sleep or slumber. Therefore let us not, as do, but let us watch and be what? Sober-minded. But they that sleep, sleep in the, and they that be drunken are drunken in the. That's what men like to come on you. Oh, that's what men like to make attack. That's when Gideon made his attack on the Midianites. At night. Keep waking up at night. A drunk man can get beat. They'll clip him. Take his wallet. Put something in his nose. They do all kinds of stuff to him. They take his crown. Draw a new name on his body. And then when he wake up, everybody act like, I don't know who did that. And he'll do it again. He'll get drunk again. Verse 8. But let us who are of the be putting on the what? And for an helmet, the hope of what? Salvation. What did he tell Gideon? I'm going to save you with these 300 men. For Elohim have not appointed us to, he's not appointed us to what? You got to believe that. But to obtain by our master Yahushua HaMashiach, who died for us, that whether we are awake or sleep, we shall live together with him. That's why we ain't scared. Either way it go, we secured to the covenant. That's why this war will make sure you're secure or not. That's what war do. When you see guns and missiles and stuff coming out, that'll make sure if you're a Yahudim or not. Because that's when you're supposed to be at the front of the row. That's when you should be really preaching. That's when the word should go to the ends of the earth and then comes the end. Because the people expect much for you at that time. That's what they did with Gideon. They went and got Gideon. Gideon was a man who you would not even think be used in war. But what was going on with Gideon? He was born of a prostitute or something?
It was his one of his sons was born of a prostitute, but his father's house, they had a vineyard. Yeah, so he just, he'd be out in the vineyard in the field just doing regular stuff. He wasn't no warrior, but when he could discern the times, he could discern what was going on, and he seen the oppression of his people, and he seen the iniquity that was on his people, and then when Yahuah appeared to him, he said, who's going to take this away from us? And he says, have I not sent you?
That's what he told him.
O mighty man of valor.
That's what he called him. Y'all see that? At that time, much was required of him. The people expected much more. You can read the rest, read the chapter before that. They came to him to make. He was like, me? They said you're gonna be happy.
Pause. Hey, blessings, beautiful queen, big sis, Jacqueline in the building. Shabbat shalom, sis. Shabbat shalom, sis. All praise to the Most High, Yah, sis. Hey, this has been really been getting good, queen. It really has. We got a phase 2 of this, sis, because tomorrow, sis, we will have to go over our lessons and some more things. We just trying to let everybody know that Yahuah is a man of war. A lot of people sit there and says that Yah is love, which they are very true. That the Most High Yah love you so much that he will fight for you. He will go to war for you. He gave his only begotten son for you. All he just want to know is, are you going to obey some instructions? That's it, families. Are you going to be able to be, are you ready to put on your priestly garments in this hour, families? Don't be worried about the rumors of wars, families. Because while people is worried about what's going on in the movies and in the music industry and in other places, families, the real Yahudims is strapping up and booting up in this hour, man. And it is what it is. Then you would know who truly is the synagogues of Satan. Those that are getting your mind away from the word, man. prepping you up for battle, families. They want to show you other stuff that ain't got nothing to do with your spirituality. Nothing. The Most High is looking for men in this hour, true sons of Zion. He's looking for true daughters of Zion in this hour. True women, man. The separations of the wheat and tares, a lot of people speak about that, but don't even truly know what it means. But families, those that been getting in this truth, we know exactly what he was talking about. Families, what banner will you be holding? And it ain't going to be, like I said before, families, I will be changing my name. Mo Valley I will be keeping Mo Valley because that comes from Psalms chapter 23. But the boy, I'll be taking the boy off because I felt like that I was still a boy into my spiritual self. The Most High he's making me a man. And the rest of the name, families, refugee, because I knew I came from somewhere, man. I just didn't know where. Now, Yah has shown me where I came from. Refugee will be taken off. Let's go, Yasharala.
Of us. He didn't really want to do it. Like, y'all come down and bother me at this time? It was time for battle. Verse 11. Wherefore comfort yourselves, this is what we got to do, y'all. Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as ye do. Y'all read that? Read that again. Wherefore comfort yourselves together, assemble, and edify one another, even as you also do. During the time of the shofar, you got to edify one another. Stay in touch. Check on your brethren. Check on your sister. Unless their heart begin to faint by the things that they see and hear. And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you. See, all this going on during the time. That's why he says, I don't have to tell you about the time and season. All this going to be going on. You're going to start find out who you yoke with. You're going to check on your husband. Husband going to check on their wife. You really? You got faith? I mean, you really? You see what I'm saying? Some of y'all having these conversations now. Because you discern the times and seasons. If you yoke with somebody who's sleeping in slumber, you better wake them up. Or he or she's going to lose their crown. Somebody will take the crown. That's what me and I are doing. This is time that your crown will be taken off your head. And the Most High will allow it. That's what Donald Trump did. He came on them like a thing. They weren't looking for that. He said, man, I need your crown. Because I'm in trouble. Y'all playing with this. This ain't real. Y'all was a man of war. I love it. I love what the Most High doing. This dude made a wow. Then he sent some armies, sent some men over there. That's what we reading about. Y'all was a man of war. He said 3,000 men over. If they get killed, he gonna what? Send some more. Y'all was a man of war.
What he say? People come upon the city, have I not sent this?
I said it. That I may test the hearts of men. I want to see who Yahudim and who are not. If you ain't no Yahudim, take the crown off now. Let me get that up off you. Verse 12. And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in the master and admonish you. You got to find out who your moray is too. During the time and season, I'm telling you, when the shofar got, find out who teaching you. Find out about your husband. He said, I don't have to talk to you. Shaul said, I don't have to talk to you about this. About all the stuff you done saw now, you should know. And to esteem them very highly in love for their work's sake. If they doing good, you got a good teacher, good moray, good husband, like a good imam, bless them in the assembly. Get honor what honors due. If you got a good husband, submit yourself to him. You might not did it before, but it's a time. The shofar went out now. That's what Shaul's saying. I don't need to talk to you about this. I don't need to write no letter to you. If you argue stuff in your home, you know it's time. If you see war break out of Iran, submit. That's a sign. That's the sound. Now we exhort you. Look, it said to esteem them very
their work's sake, because you expect more from them now, right? And be at peace among yourselves. Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are what? Unruly. Stop playing. Comfort the what? Feeble-minded, faint-hearted. I comfort you today. Pick up your bed and walk. There's nothing to fear. Yahuah is with us. Support the weak. Be patient toward all men. See that none render evil for evil unto man, but ever follow that which is good both among yourselves and to all men. Rejoice evermore. Keep rejoicing, y'all, before the Most High. Pray without ceasing. Yahuah said, I don't have to talk to you about this stuff. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of Elohim and Mashiach Yahusha concerning you. Quench not the ruach. Don't lose your oil. Keep plenty of oil in this hour. Despise not prophesying. In the assembly, somebody speaks something over you, don't take it for granted. The shofar going out, y'all. Prove all things. Hold fast that which is good. Do good. Abstain from all appearance of evil. And the very Elohim of peace, y'all. The very Elohim of peace sanctify you holy. That's that peace that surpasses understanding that I was talking about. That's what we need in the time of war, y'all. And I pray, Elohim, your whole spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless until the coming of our Master Yahushua HaMashiach. Faithful is he that calleth you, who also would do it. Brethren, pray for us. Pray for the leaders. Greet all the brethren with a holy kiss. When you see each other now, there should be a lot of love, y'all. Brother Mo, he always say, I'm a love on you now. He like to say that. Come on now, I'll keep so I can love on you. That's what he's talking about, holy kiss. Right? I shouldn't have to write to you that it's time to do that. I charge you by the master that this epistle be read. You got to read this, y'all. Unto all the what? Holy brethren. All the set apart ones. Read this. When you get home, read it again. The grace of our Master Yahushua HaMashiach be with you. Amen. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let's just praise Yahuah for that word that just came out, that shofar that was just blown through our Aki, our elder, Moreh, Malachi ben Israel. Let's clap real quick. Hallelujah. All esteem to Abba Yahuah for that. So I want to make sure that we don't miss this from what he said. He said that when the shofar goes out, when it's blown, something's going to appear. When the shofar goes out, there will be an appearing. The righteous man has to appear at the sound of the shofar. And who can stand in that day? And that's what we saw with Moshe in the assembly. That the righteous man, the shofar was blown, and who could appear at that time? Some trembled, some appeared. And then those who were strong enough to appear, they have to go back and secure those who are faint-hearted. So we get caught up in arguing with people who don't understand, people who don't hear it. But we got to let them stay where they're at, and we have to go. We have to let them stay where they're at, lest they become a casualty of war. Hallelujah.
Balls. And families, they will partake into what they call friendly fire. Friendly fire. Then you see how Brother Satan says, families, that you will sometimes go back. But until then, families, when you are called, families, you don't got time to go back. You don't have time to go back, families, when you already know that somebody, because families, you will have a visitation day. The point is, are you going to miss out on your appointment? Are you going to miss out on your appointment, or will you show up for your scheduled appointment? And when you show up for your scheduled appointment, families, man, you will get tested, man. There's a lot of people that done got visited on for real. Families, there are some that think that they done got so blessed. They don't think that, but families, they wasn't blessed from the Most High. They got blessed by Hasatan. And then you got all these people thinking they are so anointed. They're anointed by the wicked one, man. That's why YouTube can be deceitful, man, when it come down to numbers. When it come down to subscribers. YouTube can be deceitful, man. You can have people, man, that got less than, man, I think here they got almost about 20 something K. But families, they be deep in the room. You got some out there, man, that got like 300K, 200K. And families, man, they get like maybe 200 in the room. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon, man, the Most High is gonna let you get your he gonna let you get your little thing going on or whatever the case may be. But families, if you're not exalting His name, He's gonna continue to shorten down your numbers because people, they're gonna be the woke ones. Only the woke ones will start leaving, man. Especially, man, when they start finding out, man, that you was doing some type of criticism, you bashing the Israelites and stuff like that. The Most High gonna make, man, He ain't gonna mess with nobody, man. That's gonna, especially if you putting the Israelites' name on blast like that. The Most High really ain't gonna deal with you, man, cause them His children, them His chosen people, man. He the reason why He put them in that predicament is based upon our forefathers, based upon our disobedience. That doesn't give you the right in this dispensation, man, to sit here and knock us down. Didn't know how we already been knocked down, man. I run far away from that type of stuff, man, because a lot of people, all Israel ain't Israel, my brothers and sisters. I don't know how many times we got to sit there and say that, and we don't call ourselves the Black Hebrew Israelites. We call ourselves Israelites. Israelites. You see Israelites all through the scripture, families. It don't say no Black Hebrew Israelites. It don't even say Hebrew Israelites. It says Israelites. It's a difference, man. But families, man, it's just based upon who you getting studied on, man. Who's teaching you in this hour? Because families, if you getting taught by false doctrine from the same, it's from the same book. It's from the same. But the families, they twisting up the scriptures, man. They twisting it up, and then you saying hallelujah to something you ain't got no business saying hallelujah to, man. Who are you listening to? That's why a lot of Morays sit there and tell you, man, that you need to be around somebody, man, especially if somebody trying to teach you in this hour. Don't be around nobody, man, that's trying to teach you, families, and they ain't even been in the ministry for over 5 years. Even Paul had to report back to Peter, man, and he didn't teach nobody until like after 3 years. Not one person. Because did nobody trust him? Did nobody trust him, man? Family, you truly really got to get into this, man. You just can't just 1 minute, man, just get into your book, and then all of a sudden, man, you got a big congregation. Now all of a sudden, you just believe that you just a teacher like that. It don't work like that, man. There's a system, there's an ordership to this thing, man. And it is what it is, my brothers and sisters. That's why I sit there and I say, families, man, I show you where I'm learning from. And then, families, I go over my studies, man. If I'm wrong somewhere, let me know. I might have missed a precept somewhere while I was in my class. There's nothing wrong trying to correct your brother, man. But families, you go to other places, don't nobody correct nobody. I don't, heck no. There ain't nobody asking no questions. Or are you skipping the questions that people are giving you? Because most of the places that I go to, when people ask a question, they give them an answer. If they don't have the answer, then families, they might try to find the answer. I see people, man, with big congregations, my brothers and sisters. Families, I see people in the room giving them questions, and you skip over their questions. Like, I've run far away from that type of stuff, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Because at the end of the day, my brothers and sisters, when Yah make His separation, families, half the people you around, you ain't gonna be talking to, man. For real. Okay. We're gonna be doing phase 2, families, before I end up this live, family. Just because, family, for tomorrow, families, we gotta go to our study class. This song right here is for the daughters of Zion.
Don't despise it, embrace it. She wears her wisdom like a bracelet. A virtuous woman takes care of her man. She don't show no skin cause she's modest. She's covered from head to toe, she looks flawless. My heart is safe with you cause you're a precious gift from the Most High. Her intuition, she's aware so you should listen. She's full of wisdom. Her tongue, it speaks words of kindness. Oh, there's nothing like a virtuous woman. Oh, say it again, there's nothing like a virtuous woman. I think I say it again, there's nothing like a virtuous woman. Oh, there's nothing like a virtuous woman. She is virtuous, she's luxurious with her love. Through her righteousness, I know that she's sent from above. She's set apart, and she has a beautiful heart. If beauty is the standard, she be it. All those other women are counterfeit. We must protect our women, give homage and all that she's worth. Oh, her intuition, she's aware so you should listen. She's full of wisdom. Her tongue, it speaks words of kindness. Oh, there's nothing like a virtuous woman. Oh, say it again, there's nothing like a virtuous woman. I think I say it again, there's nothing like a virtuous woman. Oh, there's nothing like a virtuous woman. There's nothing like a virtuous woman. There's nothing like a virtuous woman.
All praise to the Most High, families. All praise to the Most High. Now, families, man, I'm really kind of debating on if I want to do this phase 2, because it's like an hour long. We might end up finishing out this phase 2, families, because tomorrow will be the lesson of the Sabbath class from IOG, families. So I'm looking forward to doing that with y'all. And Brother Blue, he went hard on that class today, families. Families, man, I attended like 4 lessons today. 4 families. That's why I went live so late. Families, I saw Beautiful Queen Anointed. We was at this one that we watching right now. That was earlier today. Then I was at IOG. IOG started theirs at noon. There was theirs at noon. So I was going back and forth from there to IOG. Then around, I think it had been around 6 or 7, if I'm not mistaken, into All Truth. That's a wonderful sister, daughter of Zion, families. She did like a 27-minute video. I think it was me and Beautiful Queen No Shade. We was over there. You know, man, I've been seeing us. We out here, man. We truly out here, my brothers and sisters. You know, and then of course, families, man, I did go check out another one of my brothers, man, Israel Church with brother Reggie and Reggie Jr. You know, so families, man, I'm been straight eating. That's why, like, families, when I go live, families, it's over the lessons that I learned, families. It's straight truth. Only those that reject that, families, those that reject that don't know where we at, man. That's not meant for them, man. It's not meant for them. They don't want. They don't even want to assemble themselves together with their brothers and them, man. But they rather go listen to that other type of stuff. That's the one thing I don't mess with, man. I don't mess with that. If you're not preparing me or prepping me up for what the Most High been showing us in these scriptures, then I don't know what you were prepping us up for. That's why, brother. That's why brother Malachi was trying to sit there and say, who is teaching you in this hour, man? Who's teaching you? You gotta thank you, man. You gotta be my families. You know what? It's these youngsters, man, that's getting y'all off, man. For real, man. These youngsters got our elders out here looking foolish in this moment, man. For real. Like, I'm keeping it a buck with you. They sound so sweet and so nice, and y'all giving it. It's like is you want to take their cheek and pinch their cheek. In this time, what? Huh? I ain't never, man. Like, for real, man. My father, man, don't get me wrong, but you got people that talk about people that's been in the military. I ain't gonna lie, families. Man, my father did very well with me, man. And he was in the military for a very long time. Very long time. I don't like when people want to sit here and talk about people that's been in the military. My papa ain't did nothing to nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? But because you see the corruption that's in the government, you want to make it seem like that people that was in the service was just wicked as hell. Like, that don't make no type of sense, man. When they providing for their families, when you got people that sit behind a desk or behind a computer screen 24/7, making videos and all types of stuff, ain't have not one lifted no type of bucket, no nothing, no mop, no nothing, no clean no windows. They don't even go to, don't know nothing about being at war, no nothing, man. But they be so quick to go drop off a video and show you something. I don't rock with nothing like that, man. For real. And don't bag it up with no scriptures. I don't rock with nothing like that, man. Yeah, there's many false prophets in this hour right now. Many of them. And then and what makes it so sad about these false prophets, they be deep in the building, man, like 200-300 people, giving them praises, but not once exalted the name of Yah. I don't rock with nothing like that, man. I don't claim they banner. I don't claim they group. I don't claim they organization. No, none of that, man. So I don't give a care how deep they is. That's why I said, families, man, this YouTube crowd showing the numbers of these subscribers and stuff, that's deceitful, man. That's deceitful. I mean, no, man, you got people with low numbers, man. They come off with more truth than anybody out there, man. They got over 100-something thousand, 200,000, 300,000. You know what I'm saying? You can tell, man, based upon, you can see the passion. You can see how they break down the scriptures, man. They truly show you mysteries that ain't nobody else showing. They showing you mysteries, man.
They're at lest they become a casualty of war. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So now we're gonna usher in some praise and some worship, and I'm gonna invite the ladies, the Akoti and the Imas, to come up and usher in the presence of the Most High by offering up incense of praise and worship and prayers and supplications. Hallelujah. Yeah, we don't blow it.
So it's going to be about a good, almost a minute and 50 seconds, families. I said a minute and 50 seconds, Salaki. It's going to be 1 hour and 50 minutes, families, where they're going to be doing a praise and worship section, families. Like we always sit there and say, especially from over here, families. A lot of people know how to pray to the Father, but don't nobody know how to truly worship him. How do you know how to worship your Elohim, families? You know what I'm saying? We always know how to pray to him, but do you truly know how to worship him? So whenever you get your free time, families, man, go to a 1 hour and 50 minutes in this video, not my video, but a Rebirth Nation video, family, so you can get that. Man, it's powerful, man. They worship period is powerful, man, because that's the exact type of worship that we will be doing in the kingdom. Phase 2, families. Phase 2.
Shalom. So it was very simple. I was in there and I was in the kitchen and I was serving up meat.
Hallelujah. If we need water, go grab it. I ain't gonna be long. I just gonna have a little bit to talk about. It's gonna tie into what everybody else been saying. Yeah, flip them all around. All right. Yeah, anybody need water, go grab it. Thanks, Doc. Appreciate it. We got plenty.
Oh, praises, beautiful Queen Jack. When I see you, sis, drop down them scriptures, my beautiful sister. Drop them scriptures, my and sis, that is very true, especially in your second one, sis, when you said that and says, in every spirit they confess it, not that Yeshua HaMashiach is come in the flesh, is not of the Elohim. And this is the Ruach of the Antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it shall come, and even now already is it in the world. Families, there's a lot of those that's out here that are antichrist in this in this moment, families. Those that sitting over here choosing themselves, families, and don't let the Most High choose them, families. There are those out here, families, that refuse to go to certain scriptures, families. Like, for real, families. They don't go into the book of Ezekiel or the book of Job or Zechariah or the book of Obadiah. You tell me one Christian man, families, in this hour, man, that's going to the book of Obadiah. I could tell you somebody who is, though, the Israelites. What about the book of Sirach, Ecclesiastes? Tell me a Christian that's doing that in this hour, or somebody that's practicing Islam. They're not. But I can tell you who is, though, the Israelites. What about the wisdom of Solomon? Who's doing that one in this hour? The Israelites. You know what I'm saying? So only the Israelites, only the children of Yasharallah, man, is going to certain scriptures, families, to wake you up. To wake you up. Those, man, that have a different agenda, families, stay in the New Testament and go to Paul letters. Why do they do that? I do not know. All I know is that when I see that type of stuff and when the Spirit discerns me that people are doing that, I run. I don't linger around. I don't hang around just to try to find out. No, I don't do none of that. I don't give a care how deep they is. I don't give a care how deep they are, man. I'm running from that, man. Far from it. Let's go. It's children that do that, families, kids. Those that's in the milk of the word. It's kids, man. Kids, children.
Plenty of. Yeah, plenty of. So, while everybody getting the water, one of the things that the Most High had gave to me a couple weeks ago when I was praying was speak as the oracles of Elohim. Understanding that, trying to walk in that, and I guess everybody been going out to the foyer while we was in here worshiping, and we said Most High to rain down fire. Then the fire started across the street. Yeah. I hope nobody ain't hurt. That's all I can say. Yeah. All praise to the Most High, yeah. Because there are two witnesses who was Israel and Yahudah gonna have power to call down fire from heaven. That's what we're gonna be in. Go ahead. Yeah. Matter of fact, before I get into it, Yosef, explain real fast as you can about eating meat.
Eating meat. So the first time we see in the scriptures where it talks about eating food is with Adam and Eve, and Yahuah gives for them an inheritance all the plants of the field. And then we see in the days of Noah, after the judgment and after an offering's gone up, that Yahuah tells him that he can now have the meat as food for him. So that meat is an inheritance because he was judged and proven to be able to judge good and evil. So if you can judge good and evil, you can have the meat as an inheritance and judge the clean and unclean meats.
That's right. That's right.
So a lot of people look at that and that means, oh, I can just eat all meats now. No, it was that he could discern the good and the evil meats, and now he has the authority to judge which meat he was going to partake in. And this is the same authority that was passed on to Kiefer.
That's right.
And this is what we see when the sheep with all the meat, all the different animals that were presented to him, and then Yahusha says to him, let no man call unclean what I have declared clean.
That's right.
So now he has the authority to go forth and judge men. Now men have been given to him as an inheritance, and he can go forth, rise, kill, and eat. And so that whenever the veil is torn, there is now an inheritance that's given to the person who is able to be behind the veil.
That's right.
To judge, because they've been proven to be able to judge good and evil.
That's right.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. So this is the dream that the Most High gave me. I told you about this week, and it wasn't just me. Yiska, where's Yiska? There she go. Yiska, you come up and tell these dreams you had, if you don't mind. Yiska be hiding in the cut. You gotta catch it somewhere. Yeah, grab this. I don't need two mics. Grab this mic right here. I talk loud enough.
Shalom. So it was very simple. I was in there and I was in the kitchen and I was serving up meat and handing it to the people. Ima was there as well in the kitchen with me as I was serving meat.
So I had the same dream, and the dream was I was carving up steak, and I was bringing it, and I was bringing it to the people so they might eat. So when you look at what he's saying, in a nutshell, what Yosef is saying is that we are becoming. All right, so look at this. The text says that he gave, because of our disobedience, he gave us over to the sword. He gave us over to the heathen. So the heathen did what? They ate our flesh and drank our blood. Say it again. Somebody said something else. I was trying to make say that. Yes, it did. There you go, Ma. So they ate our flesh and drank.
Pause, families. I had to do a teaser on you. God, I had to do a teaser on you, families, just to let you know what phase 2 is going to be all about, families. Families, man, we had went over 2.5 hours, man, in this session, families. Tomorrow, families, we will be finishing off the rest of phase 2. The rest of phase 2. That way we can get some sleep, families. Families as well, families, you can also, as well, man, get into some more of your studies. Like me, families, that's what I want to do right now. I want to get into some more of my studies, get into some more of my scriptures, because our earlier brother, he done brought out some scripture, families, that I did not have written down. So I want to go over them, families, before it get a little too late. That way that we can go over phase 2 of this video right here, families, tomorrow, as well as Brother's Blue Sabbat class, Sabbat lesson that he did for today. That was powerful, my brothers and sisters. That was powerful. So, families, man, I want y'all to make sure y'all have y'all strength. That way y'all can go over certain scriptures. That way when we come amongst each other again, families, we already be prepared. But, families, always remember, families, the Most High truly do love you. He does. He got so much love for you. That he so much loved the world of Yasharallah that he gave his only begotten son. That whosoever believeth on him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Families, the Torah is what gives you life, families. The law, statutes, and commandments, the Torah is what gives you everlasting life. Let the Ruach truly lead you, my brothers and sisters. May the Most High Yah always hold you, guide you, keep you, protect you, and bless you in every single thing that you always do. Watch out for these teachers out here. Be mindful of those that's teaching you in this hour. And families, you are grown enough to know if somebody is teaching you wrong. Do not be that simple and don't be childish. You know if somebody is misinterpreting scriptures. Be a righteous and just person in everything that you do, in the way that you judge things. Where the children of Yasharala at, scattered abroad on all four corners of this planet. Families, I want to say that we are forever out here. Shabbat shalom, my brothers and sisters. Shabbat shalom. Kwam Yasharala.